farm, we're pleased to be involved in the piloting of the Builder Buddy program.
Let's say you're having some thoughts and some chats with your friends who kind of want to be slaves on your land. And I'm like, that sounds weird. And one of my buddies is like, but is it though?
Like my Builder Buddy Farm Friend program would be...
We've had 3 Builder Buddies so far. Most notably, the longest is Red Panda Bear, Brian.
My slave name is Hey Boy.
Welcome to the Texas Goat Radio Show. I am your host, Matorius. We're going to be comparing Owen Benjamin to other cult leaders and cults. We're going to start with the term cult.
Cult.
A system of religious veneration and devotion directed toward a particular figure or object. A relatively small group of people having religious beliefs or practices regarded by others as strange or sinister. A misplaced or excessive admiration for a particular person or thing. A cult of personality surrounding the leaders. A couple of things worth noting in this. A relatively small group of people having religious beliefs or practices regarded by others as strange or sinister. In this particular definition of cult, it takes other people's opinions of this group in order to be considered a cult. Owen Benjamin is, in my opinion, 100% a cult leader. Whenever I was watching him and listening to him back in 2017 and 2018, there was a long-running joke of not a cult, and it was lighthearted, and it was almost looked upon as though we are a cult and we're not a cult. Like we're a cult called not a cult. A misplaced or excessive admiration for a particular person or thing. A cult of personality surrounding the Bears. You could say that. A misplaced or excessive admiration. The people that have listened to Owen over the last 5 years or 6 years, since 2017, there has been multiple large exoduses by bears or people that were listening and following Owen Benjamin. There was the great falling out of the class of 2019 is what some people call it. And then here lately with the Jort Wars is what it's been referred to, and it is made by Jim Bob and Owen Benjamin whenever Owen said that he wanted to debate Jim Bob about the Trinity. And that left Owen spiraling out of control, apparently, and in a lot of people's opinions, blaspheming the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So, in my opinion, is Owen Benjamin and Beartaria a cult? Absolutely. We're going to watch a short video of an actual provable cult leader that was once in charge of a group of people. Originally established as a drug rehabilitation program by the early 1960s, Synanon became an alternative community centered on group truth-telling sessions that came to be known as the Synanon Game, a form of attack therapy. The group ultimately became a cult called the Church of Synanon in the 1970s. This is a small clip from a documentary called Synanon, Inside the Most Dangerous Cult in America, 4K. Now, I want you to take into consideration that this is a direct video interview from the cult leader.
I'm Big Brother, I'm Big Daddy, I'm all kinds of things. I wore a wonderful costume for a good many years. I look more like Buddha than Gandhi. We are an experimental society. I don't know how this is going to come out. I really don't. If I knew how it was going to come out, I would do it.
Now, in contrast, this is Owen Benjamin pitching an idea to his followers a few years ago.
It'll be fine. But anyway, there is a compound, 50,000 square feet, 20, 30 separate buildings, full functional wilderness camp, North Idaho, $1.5 million, 210 or 211 acres. So I was thinking, just throwing this out there, let me know what you guys think. Do you think we could raise the money for that? If 5,000 people chipped in $400 and in return they got 2 weeks there, any 2-week vacation they want, would that be possible?
This is the beginning of the downfall of this. Now that's a healthy statement to say this is the beginning of the downfall of Owen Benjamin. I think that this is another moment in Owen's history with the Bears that he realizes that he does not have as many followers and as much access to money as he once thought he did.
Think about everything that it would accomplish. We could do shows there. We could do wilderness, like James True could do wilderness camps there. My buddy in LA.
James True is another example of a bridge being built on lies and deceit, and then Owen burning that bridge just to stay warm.
Would do men's fitness camps there. 211 acres, 5 miles from Vertec Tactical. And I am trying to convince Brandon to run for sheriff. And another bear I'm trying to convince to run for mayor. 50,000 square feet. At least 20 or 30 houses on this thing with a...
Notice the desperation on his face and in his voice. We've all had conversations with our buddies trying to sell something, whether it was an idea or an experience. And the desperation wasn't there the way it is on his face. Because you should have a sense of joy if you're being sincere and you really do believe in your words the way he claims he does. There should be a hint of sincerity and a hint of joy, because he claims that he's doing this for the right reasons for everyone. But those of us who have eyes to see and ears to hear are seeing past the facade.
Basketball court, shooting ranges, crazy. Water system from a fresh stream, and potential to be completely off-grid with electricity, and total monthly taxes are $700 a month. Is there a number that would make someone's, like, we name a building after somebody? I'm down. Yeah, and then we could hire a staff. Amy sent that to me, and I always punish her for sending me stuff. Would you want, executive producer on a special that we filmed there?
It's worth noting that Owen is finally, this was years ago. This is 2, maybe 3 years ago, 2020 or 2021. It's 2023 now, and he's just now getting around to filming the special. So you can imagine how all of this has gone down. There was some land bought. There's opinions as to whether or not it was self-sabotage as to what actually happened, because they attempted to build things, and someone with a 147 self-proclaimed IQ should be able to execute things appropriately to where there is an actual follow-through. But interestingly enough, there was no follow-through except for some crudely built structures that were, in the end, not able to be completed because apparently Owen poked at the big bear, a retired lawyer, and she made it very difficult for him to continue doing what he's doing. And I do want to have a side note. If I present any information that is inaccurate, I'm going to pull a line out of Owen's playbook. I may be wrong, but I'm not lying. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. No, that sentence in itself is ridiculous. I'm just trying to put together things as though they appear to me. And it's not intentional, and I'm sure that's exactly what Owen means by that. But it is kind of a ridiculous thing to say. It's very misleading. He does not claim to be a liar. He says that he doesn't lie, and that's one of the biggest problems that I have with him, is because he absolutely does multiple times, and he's very manipulative. There, there is multiple accounts of him just flat out lying to people. It's worth noting that the Bears at this moment, whether it's 2 or 3 years ago, they are so indoctrinated in what he wants and believes it to be for the whole.
Executive producer on a special that we filmed there. That's what I'm talking about. The castle building could start. Guys, the main thing.
He wants to build a castle.
Meeting our neighbors, we're planting tomatoes. Maybe in a year, we have these great get-togethers at Bertaria, Ursa Rio. You guys start your own gardens. In 5 years, most people are off grid. People are having a bunch of kids. You figured out how to do childcare at home. Within 10, 15 years, people have to make $5,000 a year for various items. No real need for high salaries. Within 20 years, me and my lieutenants live in a giant castle, and everyone crushes and prospers all over the lands. Do you see? I see that clear as day. I don't know if you guys see that or not. Oh, why do you need a castle? A moat stops wildfires. All of this shit is so functional. But why do you need a giant castle? You can't siege the walls. It's not about status. Just let the status go. All these gammas, all they see is status. Oh, you want to be a big boy in a castle with a moat? The moat stops everything from burning, and the castle stops sieges. Oh, how dare you? It's because you want the status. I just don't know what to tell you. When the shit really starts hitting the fan, which I don't think is today or tomorrow, I think it's just I think the people who see it, God is just guiding them down the right path, and the ones who don't, guys, they're going to be thrown by the ear into a fire. They're going to be like, how dare you? The world will make no sense whatsoever. Nothing they see is real in their mind, unlike a bird. And they will have I think I'm going to have a heart attack. Are you guys laughing a lot? Pretty good, eh? Says Denver Bear. I see why you want me to be your monarch. I would be a much better monarch than any of these people. Fact. When people go, you're not the real king. Well, I'm definitely a better king than this guy. Obviously. Just the fact I have coherent thoughts and facial symmetry. And I don't look like a nightmare. I think he actually was supposed to get the throne at one point. What did he die? Did someone give him a spork and he stabbed himself in the penis? Late Bear says, more please, haha, thanks BB anytime. Hey Owen, great streams. Been watching for a year now. May I be verified as Johan Bear. Welcome, Johan Bear. Thanks for the super chats, everybody. Yes, BB, you get it, my lord. Dude, I get why your first letter, you called me your Christian monarch. And I get it now. Kings are good in a way. But they have to be tall, strong, honest. I'm here for you guys. And if you think that I am a worse choice than that, you're fucking retarded. Okay, guys, unauthorized.tv. Be fruitful, multiply. Don't be fruiting boy guy. And don't forget to get your tickets for the festival. Go to the festival. If you rely, you should comply because you rely. And there's nothing wrong with being a compliant slave. And he was getting interviewed by this woman. I could tell she was getting a little uncomfortable when he was talking about how there's nothing wrong with being a compliant. The whips only come out when you don't do what the master says. And when he was talking about how there's nothing wrong with being a compliant. The whips only come out when you don't do what the master says. And when you're being a slave properly, you get a lot of privileges and, a lot of free stuff. And one of the biggest spells ever is that we're not still in a slave system. The slave, you can't pick cotton in chains, guys. You can't put I also want to talk about uselessness and the false notion that you could ever be useless. Because I see a lot of psyops happening these days, and
And people are like, oh, we're all going to be replaced by AI. We're all going to be replaced. We're going to be useless. Useless eaters, useless eaters.
It's like, what are you trying to get from me? Because it's not about money. I promise you it's never about money. It's always about like, so what do you get? This is what we're going to do, guys. If you haven't become a member yet, become a member here. It's literally $3 a month. So join. You see all these bears with the square around it? Become a member. It's $3. That's less than one of your gay, faggy little coffees that you get every morning on your way to your ASAP. Have to get a new bank account. I mean, people can buy each other memberships. I would buy people memberships. So, but because a big bear always pays his debts, structures, please don't ask for refunds. They're donations. 503, 505. And by the way, I'm not doxing, guys. This is a church. This is not doxing. This is a public church. All right. They only have a P.O. box. What kind of church doesn't have a... Guys, he's just taking money from people. That's crazy. Pastor Bear is a fraud. And he had the audacity. See, that's what makes so many of these frauds, is they have so much audacity that you don't even think to look at them. There's like, keep trying, Welder Bear. Keep working hard at your church, just like me, Pastor Bear. Some churches don't close. Yeah, so he's a grifter. He's a scam artist. Don't tangle with us, Pastor Bear. We're like, a non-liar can see right through your shit. Where can I see Jimmy? Oh, you can't, can you? I have a P.O. box. I get it, but I don't lie to anybody. I don't say, give to God. Give to God, everybody. No, I say, give to a comedian. Give to God. Here's Genesis. Eat it, retard. Hey, goats, here, take some grain. In the beginning. Genesis, in the beginning. And then that same little retard was in this chat trying to elicit strength. Guys, re-listen to me and James True talking today. Pastor Bear, you should have just answered the fucking question. How's that sound? Before you try to commit fraud in my chat. God, I hope no one gave him money. That'd be insane. Just be good. Just stay normal. Just don't be crazy. This is my place. Be your therapist. You need to learn that. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I just can't do it for people. It's like, if you like the stream and it feels that it helps you and it gets you through your day, great. But don't fucking bring your problems to me. The barnacles from the ship. I just scrape them off. And they go, exactly. What I can guarantee is lifetime access to, honor system within reason. It doesn't mean you live there everyone knows what I'm talking about. Anybody that doesn't, go with the flow on that is being a DICK anyway. But anytime you want to go, you like with an RV or a tent or something, you have access to a designated area. That's huge. I would so be in on that. It's so much. I'm almost jealous of you guys. It'd be so much easier to just contribute to Beartaria and then enjoy it when you want to. I'm going to have to do a lot of legal shit. It's so much. I'm almost jealous of you guys. So many people that have so much money. And it's just sitting there and they're waiting for someone like me to have a plan. I've looked into the legalities of all this shit. 10% of all these land purchases will be designated for bears to camp. Just that is very valuable. And then from there, we figure the shit out. And that way I don't make false promises. Because you know how many people are still spiraling that unauthorized... Alfredo, homemade Alfredo. We only have one entropy. Okay, well, this is going to be a short stream. You guys can all go fuck yourself. Adam for the Alfredo. We only have one entropy. Okay, well, this is going to be a short stream. You guys can all go fuck yourself. Adam for the gravy. Thank you, Adam. I'm not kidding. We're landing the plane. I'm going to try and do this thing. It's going to be a short stream. You guys can all go fuck yourself. Adam for the gravy. Thank you, Adam.
I'm not kidding. We're landing the plane. I'm gonna try and do this thing short. I'm fucking. Oh, how dare you? We had like 80,000 people watch the stream and no one fucking cares. They're like, oh, it's everything's free. That's fine. You guys, you know what? Go enjoy. Because after talking to Curtis, it's like someone left. I'm watching people fall back into the malaise. You know what's gonna happen? This shit's gonna hit the fan again. They're gonna come fucking running back. And that's it. I don't need the sympathy. In the chat, people are like, oh, I gave you a... Keep it. I don't give a fuck. One entropy? We used to have a page this long every fucking day. Well, Jim, in the chat, people are like, oh, I gave you a... Keep it. I don't give a fuck. One entropy? We used to have a page this long every fucking day. Well, Jim revealed that you hate the Lord. Fuck you and the Lord. Keep it. I don't give a fuck. One entropy? We used to have a page this long every fucking day. Well, Jim revealed that you hate the Lord. Fuck you and the Lord. Oh, I don't give a fuck. One entropy? We used to have a page this long every fucking day. Well, Jim revealed that you hate the Lord. Fuck you and the Lord. Oh, fuck the Lord? Yeah. Watch this shit. Watch this yourself. I can't figure it out. But thank you, though. Why are these streams the funniest? Because it's just authentic. And I'm out of here after I read these fucking letters. Oh, check out the one super chat with 80,000 people watching the stream. Okay. Wants us all to die in war. Oy vey, very funny. Gregory, my business is down 50% from last year. It's getting tight out there. No problem. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not... You guys do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. I know a lot of people are doing a lot better now than they were before. A lot of times it's because of my fucking advice. If your businesses are going down, that's fine. We're talking about thousands of people. So no one's like, hey, man, hey, gee whiz, Big Bear. Thanks for that advice that saved my fucking life and my job. Here's fucking $5. Oh, no, they can't do that. They're like, how double dog dare. And that's it. I don't need the sympathy. In the chat, people are like, oh, I gave you a... Keep it. I don't give a fuck. One entropy? We used to have a page this long every fucking day. Well, Jim revealed that you hate the Lord. Fuck you and the Lord. Revealed that you hate the Lord. Fuck you and the Lord. Oh, fuck the Lord? Yeah. Watch this shit. I watch movies on the treadmill, and I won't apologize for it for anybody. To anybody. Did Oppenheimer come out? I don't know. Kyneton, do we have entropies? We have no entropies. Oh my God, that'd be so fucking gross. This is a funny meme. Some guy on YouTube, you can easily build your own furniture for less than $50. His garage. It's just tons of tools. I feel like I can do that sometimes. Like I can be like, look at how easy homesteading is. And I have all this like gear now. Like I have a fucking fully functioning giant greenhouse and like a farm. So like, that's why I try to, caught up on entropy. I haven't read a single entropy today. Did we have 0 entropies after I did a 2-hour fucking live stream last night taking piano requests? Oh, well, that ends today. Nobody gives a fuck. I'm doing song requests. Nobody puts a fucking tip in the piano man's jar? Oh, my God. People will get away with anything that you allow them to get away with. Well, that's no more fun night piano streams then. If no one... So I'll do 2 hours of original fucking. I'll take requests. I'll play anything, and nobody's like, oh man, that deserves a tip. Did a really funny video from you last night, BB. Send it, Jacobat. My Clips channel has many boomers literally saying he's unhinged, and I can't stop laughing. Yeah, it's like what are they like fucking screen door salesmen? I spent it on fishing gear, sir. I have no problem with that, Mark Barrett. You're not asking for requests. People are like, can you do this song as Bob Dylan? Look up the chords. And I'm like, yeah, no problem. And then they're like, oh, cool. Thanks for that. I'm like, so any tip? And it's like, tip? What the fuck do you mean? It's like, you just requested a specific song that I put my heart into, and you're not going to, there was no tips last night? Oh, the economy, Big Bear. Okay, well, let's read some mail, and then we'll call it a day. You guys can all go fuck yourselves. Well, if, in a bad economy, you don't get to hear me sing your favorite song as Bob Dylan. Jesus. Well, I'll find something else to do at night. Guided, not a single entropy. Owen literally has the boomer mindset dialed in so well. It's predictive programming at this point. Oh yeah, they're just running scripts. I mean, they're literally retarded. Oh, we have one. Okay. Last Christmas, when I visited my mom's side of the family, I went there preaching the gospel of Bertaria, figuratively speaking. Do not rely, grow your own food. My cousin, who was quite close, obese in December, just sent me a pic of his garden and says he's lost 65 pounds. That's true, I do. Like when I'm bummed, do we not have any super chats today, Kyneton? Yeah, it's, and the funniest part is Cod was like, because afterwards, sometimes I like to touch base with Cod about the day before. And I asked him, I was like, so, I always say, like, was I too crazy or was I too much of a dick? And he said that yesterday we had the most super chats of April so far. And I was just yelling at everybody. So, I guess I'm financially incentivized to be a real asshole.